Welcome. Hey, good morning, everybody. Today is Tuesday, and it is Technical Tuesday. So today on IAEI News Live, we're going to talk industrial control panels. So I've got a link down below, up above, left or right, 12 o'clock Eastern. We're going to be live. And we're going to have a chat about industrial control panels. We'll take a look at the NEC, some installation requirements. I'll try to pull up the standard, UL standard. We might take a look at the UL standard itself. Also, we are going to talk about some technical areas. So, short circuit current ratings versus interrupting ratings, and the items associated with some recent code changes around available fault currents. So remember, when we're doing equipment evaluations, we are concerned with the highest possible available fault current at that location. So we use tools like the Bussmann FC Squared application or other tools on the market, but again, we have to make sure we understand what fault current values we're looking for to do that comparison and make educated decisions in that regard. So that's our discussion today. Industrial control panels, IAEI News Live. Check it out, 12 o'clock Eastern. Hopefully we will see you online. Bring your keyboard with you and ask some questions. I believe the article number is Article 409, if I'm not mistaken. Bring your, NFPA link. NFPA link will be very helpful for you. And go to chapter, let's take a look, chapter 4 for equipment for general use. 409 is industrial control panels. So we're going to go through industrial control panels, and it looks like it's a small article, which is really good. So we should be able to get through pretty much all of these different sections and do some depth around what they mean, especially in the area of overcurrent protection, short circuit current ratings, bonding. There's some surge requirements there, and we'll help you understand the surge requirements. We'll talk about the construction specifications, and in my opinion, when you start getting into construction specifications, you're really moving into a discussion where you have those competing forces between the installation requirements found in NFPA document, National Electrical Code, and the standards for the products. So I think when we get into the part 3 discussion of construction specifications, it might behoove us to pull up some standards and understand what the standards are saying. So they talk about enclosures, bus bars, wiring space. We'll talk about heat rise, all that jazz. So I'm looking forward to our discussion today in Article 409. I hope all of you are ready for the holidays and getting all of your shopping done and all that jazz, and having time with family and friends. So, and get a chance to reconnect. So in any case, that's our topic today. I've had some good questions. So I think next year, one of my New Year's resolutions is going to be around building out and putting a little bit more time into my YouTube channel. So stay tuned next year for more technical topics on my platform. Check out my webpage, thomasdimitrovich.com. I will be probably putting some materials out there as well. And I just, we're in the middle of a code cycle, so I'll tell you what, it has been, trying to find time for things has been terrible. So going to refocus and get some more energy into helping everybody understand the National Electrical Code and 70E, 70B, and all that jazz. All right, so please don't forget 12 o'clock Eastern today on IAEI News Live, the IAEI, let me do this. I'm going to put the link, www.youtube.com/ is it you? Man, I can't remember the URL for, I'm just going to test it out. www.youtube.com/IAEI International is what it is, yes. To make sure there wasn't the word user in there somewhere. So I'll put it in the chat. And that's the link to IAEI's YouTube channel. Hey, Nihad, good morning, sir. And I've got to take a look at trying to pull together our tutorial, Nihad. I started going through some slides, and we will pull that tutorial together, and I will get that link over to you as well. So good morning, or no, actually good afternoon, I believe, to you, right? So you're 6 hours. So I think it should be about 2:30 your time, I think, Nihad. Confirm if I'm right or wrong or indifferent. So, yes, so that will be our, I will be working on that tutorial and also the book for Electrical Safety Workshop. And let's see what else. Oops. Jeez, oh man, I got all this other stuff. It's 3:30, so you're 7 hours. That's right, because we came back for fall. So you're 7 hours ahead of us in Egypt. So, geez, oh man. I hope you're enjoying being home and working on some things. So again, I've got it. So just so everybody out there knows, Nihad and I are going to do a tutorial. And basically, we're taking some conflicting design goals. You know how in some cases we struggle when we are designing power distribution systems. We'll struggle between cost, safety. Those are two, because I can increase safety of a power distribution system considerably, but it's going to be more expensive. So Nihad authors a column in IAS magazine. So, but in any case, it's interesting that we have competing design goals. And what we'll try to do, and we're not going to talk dollars and cents, so to speak, but we will provide some ways to help you achieve your goals in a most efficient manner. So we're going to take different scenarios. First, we're going to talk about the fundamentals. Like, for example, the fundamentals on shock protection or barriers and, space, etc. The fundamentals on arc flash are clearing time and understanding fault currents and clearing times and the protecting overcurrent protected device. So we'll hit some fundamentals. Selective coordination, what does it mean? What do we mean by selective coordination? What are we trying to do? So we'll hit some of the fundamentals on each of those technical topics, and then talk about the challenges that the design engineer will face or may face in that process to address some of the, you might have a code requirement, for example, for a short circuit current rating or an interrupting rating, and you might not have equipment that is rated that way. So how do I address the code requirement? Yeah, Redondo. So so we're going to talk about some of the fundamentals of electrical design. But again, when we start looking at our customer wants and needs, hey, Costa Rica in the house, Redondo, I'm going to be down in Costa Rica for Canina where is Canina going to be? It's in Costa Rica, and it's in, I can't remember what city. You know what, Canina. And I'm going to be doing I will be doing at the annual meeting, I will be doing a 2023 code change presentation. It's a workshop, actually. And council meeting, events and annual report, events and annual report. So, upcoming meetings. There it is. It's in February 20th the 23rd, San Jose, Costa Rica, at the Doubletree by Hilton Hotel, Carriari, San Jose, Costa Rica. I'm not sure if you're close to that or not, but it'd be great to connect at that location when we come up to that meeting. Yeah, so Nihad and I we're going to be doing this program, and I think I'm going to have, there are a lot of challenges when we try to design for safety, meet our costs, space restrictions, right? So you might have not enough space to do what you need to do. So you got to come up with ways on how to design things a little differently in light of trying to meet your customers' goals, trying to meet the National Electrical Code and maybe other codes and standards installation requirements, NFPA 70B maintenance requirements, NFPA 70E safe work practice requirements. Okay, so when you look at all of these requirements, it's like you have to put a different hat on. You've got to think about things differently. So that's what Nihad and I are going to be challenged with for next year. And Nihad, when is, I believe our meeting's in March, IEEE Electrical Safety Workshop. Yes, March 13th through 17th. Oh no, ESW 2024 is March 4th through 8th at the El Conquistador Hotel in Tucson, Arizona. So that is, that's where we're going to be. And we're going to have a fun 4-hour program talking about design, meeting our design goals, and all of these competing design goals. So we are working on NEC 2020 changes. Oh, interesting. So Redondo, are you saying that Costa Rica is moving to the 2020 code? Is that what you're saying? And Nihad, yes, our program is going to be on March 5th, I believe in the morning, if I'm not mistaken, right, Nihad? So it's like 8 to noon or something like that. Because we have 4 hours, I believe, and we'll obviously take a few breaks in there. We do have to think about when are we going to take breaks for our program. Ah, okay, Redondo. So maybe you're using the 2014 version and you're moving to the 2020 edition. So here's what I think I'll do. I am going to provide a mix 2020/2023 code changes. IAEI, I'm doing this. I'll be wearing my IAEI hat, and we might see some individuals from the international office. So Redondo, let me know. I'd love to. I don't know if you're close in in that area in Costa Rica, but let me know because we've got some big plans. We have plans. We have plans from an IAEI perspective for Costa Rica, and I'd love to have you involved with those. So if you could reach out to me, I'd appreciate it, and it'll be I think it'll be great. So anyway, all right. So that's the plan for today, 12 o'clock Eastern. And all right, 12 o'clock Eastern, and I think I turned off all of the, let me do this. Yep, I figured out how to turn off all of those automatic things going on and off, but I didn't on my iPad. I was on a call the other day, and apparently the settings on the iPad are different than the settings on your computer. And I went like this to somebody, and it gave the thumbs up. Anyway. Actually, yeah, it was that, and then I don't know, when I was talking, I must have been going like this when I was talking, and then it did other things. I think I had balloons or something like that. So anyway, so that's the plan for today, 12 o'clock Eastern on the IAEI's YouTube channel. Stay tuned next year. I'm going to be doing some more technical topics. I think what I'm going to do is brush off some of the things I did over COVID. We got to start planning May, Electrical Safety Month. And Nihad, I think I want to do Shock Week again. So I'm going to try to pick the week out for Electrical Safety Month in May. And we'll plan some GFCI. We'll plan shock protection, arc flash protection, safety by design principles. Maybe the alternatives, so shock protection in general, that can be a safety awareness session. And then we should do a GFCI. So we'll do all the different types of ground fault circuit interrupters. And I think I'm going to do 2-hour sessions. And what I might try to do is implement the professional development hour thing. I got to figure out how to do that, but yeah, so we're going to do Shock Week. I'll pick the week for May. I will make sure that I set aside. And then we'll do one day. Ooh, yes. We'll do 1 2-hour session to talk about 2026 first draft report. I got to write this down. So I'm going to actually put this in my tasks. I'm going to create a task, and I'll do Shock Week in May. So what do I have to do? Shock Week in May. These are all separate action items. So Shock Week in May. Pick the week. That's the first. Oh yeah, pick the week. And then in my notes, I'm going to put my thing. So we said shock awareness, shock hazard awareness. We'll do an arc flash hazard awareness. We will do GFCI, all types. We'll also do an NEC 2026 first draft report. That's 4 days, and I need one more. You know what I think we should do? NFPA 70E shock and arc flash risk assessment. There's our 5 topics. All right, so I'm going to say today, I'm going to pick the date, and then I also have to create Shock Week. Whoa. I'm putting this into my action item. So Shock Week, shock hazard slide deck. Okay, and I'll put create slide deck. Oh, look at this. I can actually indent. So I can have subtasks. That is pretty cool. Shock Week, Arc Flash, hazard, slide deck. How do I, whoop. I don't know what I just did, but I did something. You know, yeah, I could do AFCIs too. How do I indent it? I don't know how to indent it. I'll say create slide deck. Let me indent the one. New indent reminder. There it is. Indent. All right. So and then I'll have to have Shock Week dash GFCI all types. Slide deck. Okay. And then I will add, let me add another one. Shock Week. And you know what we might be able to do, Nihad? I'll do Saturday. We'll do AFCIs on Saturday. So Shock Week. UFCI. Okay, wait, hold on. What was my third? 1, 2, 3, fourth topic was NEC 2026 first draft report. Create slide deck. We're planning Shock Week right now, and we're doing it live. What the heck? Might as well. Let me hit enter. Whoops. All right, I'm going to indent both of these. And I say indent 2 reminders. I love it. I never knew I could do that. So I can make a task and then I can make subtasks. Shock Week. And we'll call this one, what's the last one? NFPA 70E risk assessments. We'll just call that risk assessments. And then we'll do create PPT. And this would be Shock and Arc Flash. And I can just see that discussion because we got to first understand what is risk and then how do we do an assessment. And maybe what we'll do is we'll take examples, like work examples, like say you're going to change a receptacle. Let's do your risk assessments. Right mouse click, indent reminder. And then the final one will, well, maybe, I don't know if it's on the final one, but we'll do a Shock Week AFCIs, all types. And I don't know if we'll do it in this order, but I don't know why. Whoops. Shock Week. I got to say create PPT. There we go. Right mouse click. I don't know why. There it is. Indent. All right, so I'll put the times, I'll put the dates on here and when I want to have these done. I pretty much, I have a lot of the PowerPoint slides, but I'll just pull them all together. And then, so we'll have Shock Week in May. I should just pull the date. I mean, I'm in front of my calendar right here. June, January, February, March, April, May. So here's what's going on in May. There's a coordinating committee meeting May 7th through 10th. I have an application engineering meeting the week of the 12th. I have the USNC meetings the week of the 20th. Oh my gosh. So what we could do, Nihad, and then in the beginning of May, Bobby Joe and I are going on a holiday. Well, the week is going to have to be the week from Sunday the 26th, and maybe we kick it off on Sunday. Maybe I kick it off on Sunday for 2 hours, and then we end on Friday the 31st. So there it is. I set the week. Monday, I picked the week, so we're just going to call it Shock Week. Shock Week, and not in May, it's Shock Week, the week of May. Ouch. May 26th through May 31st. We'll do the last week. The last week of the Electrical Safety Month. Does that sound like a plan? Hey, Ikan Enrico, thanks for joining. Yes, so Shock Week is I gotta put it in my calendar. I'm gonna put it in my calendar and make it official. Shock Week, I'm gonna call it Shock Week. Shock Week will be, and I'm gonna add myself, tdimitrovich@gmail.com. Sunday, May 26th through Friday, May 31st. That will be Shock Week. I'm going to show myself as out of office. How do I do that? I'm going to show as out of office that entire week so I don't book or nobody books it off. Why would that week not sure if that week would work for you? Why, Nihad? Oh, INCPS. Well, May is terrible then. Nihad. Okay, forward. INCPS. Hi, Nihad. For the upcoming 60th, industry best practices, case studies, lessons learned. When is that? January, due to January. When is it? It says May, Las Vegas. When is the meeting, Nihad? It just says the INCPS conference in May. Control C. So let's do a search. Boy, you guys and gals are watching this live time. So May 19th through 23rd. May 19th through 23rd. So let's go back to our calendars. May, look at the month. May. Oh, we're good. Oh, Nihad. I have USNC management meetings, the 20th, 21st, and 22nd. Let me see where that's at. That's going to be in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So I am going to have a Problemski for the upcoming 60th INC. We are holding industry track presentation sessions similar to that recent in Nashville with the goal of increasing conference attendance. Okay. Valued your contributions. Industry track presentations would focus on those three. Industry presentation will give 20-minute presentation followed by 5-minute. We're going to have to talk a little bit, but I have USNC, which is my international side of my job, so that's going to be a challenge. But that's the week before Shock Week. So Shock Week, the show must still go on. So thought we could do Shock Week live from INCPS. Yeah, I got USNC. That's May is absolutely terrible month from a travel perspective. From a safety awareness perspective, it is fantabulous, darling, fantabulous. So anyway, we got Shock Week. Put it in all of your calendars. I'll start advertising it, and we have an agenda. I'll put a short synopsis. I might even put a little newsletter out. So if you're subscribed to my newsletter on thomasdomitrovich.com, I will put that out. thomasdomitrovich.com. You can go to Thomas. Oh no, delete. How do I delete that? thomasdomitrovich.com. There it is. I'll even create a page for Shock Week. We'll put a little synopsis of everything. I have to figure out how to do some professional development hours, PDH certificates. I'll lay the plan out on what I'll do for that. And remember, you know, I'm not doing any agreements with states for recognition of professional development hours, but I will give you a certificate via email that says you attended Shock Week for those sessions, and we'll do a capture at the beginning, capture at the end, and maybe even capture in the middle, your presence, to make sure that you are there and you're engaged. And we will give you a certificate. I will work that out. So we've already set up May Shock Week. So hopefully, and Nihad, hopefully you will join in at least on the GFCI discussion. I might try to get a few other guests as well during that week if I can for talking about safe work practices and all the topics. So we have the topics, and the topics are shock hazard, arc flash hazard, ground fault circuit interrupters, arc fault circuit interrupters, NEC 2026 first draft report, and NFPA 70E risk assessments. We'll figure out the right order, and I'll get that together and get that up on the website. I put my website down in the chat, thomasdomitrovich.com. Take a look at that. We should have a great May electrical safety Shock Week. And I don't have my Shock Week. I'm going to have to figure out how to, I got to make something. I got to make some paraphernalia for Shock Week. Don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I'm going to have to do something. Maybe I'll go out to a t-shirt vendor, because here's what I don't want to happen. Here's what I don't want to happen is I don't want to have to ship a mug to Colombia, South America, like I did last Shock Week. So, or ship anything. I'd rather get some paraphernalia or something, maybe some shirts or something. Got to get the logo going. And we're going to do something. We're going to have fun. All right? All right, everybody. I have to run. I'm getting some of my action items pop up that I've got to do this morning. So thanks for tuning in. And we were on for about a half an hour or so, chatting about Shock Week. And don't forget today's IAEI News Live at, and we got to pick a time. Let me know in the chat. Hey, Philippines, shout out Bobby Ocampo. Thanks for joining in from the Philippines. Excellent, brother. Thanks for joining in. We're going to do Shock Week, and hopefully the Philippines can join us on my YouTube channel. We've got the date, Bobby. We've put it in for May, the last week of May. It's the last week of May. So I was looking at my calendar, and it is crazy. So topics, May 26th through 31st. We're going to hit 5 topics. We're going to start on Sunday. We will start on Sunday. Plan is to be able to provide some PDH certificates, which will be emailed, and they will be available to those who demonstrate participation some way. I know I used Mentimeter last time, but I don't think I can. I didn't resubscribe to Mentimeter again. I don't know if I can get it anyway. And then so we're going to do that. I will set up a website. May is also Electrical Safety Month in the Philippines. Excellent. Bobby, that's awesome. And I would love, so if you could, between now and then, if you could give us something about the Philippines and what you guys and gals, how you wire down there, or do you do things differently? What voltages do you use? All that good stuff. I mean, it's probably the same, but you never know. I mean, that's awesome. That is really awesome. So we should have a lot of fun and a lot of dialogue. The week of May 26th will close out Electrical Safety Month with Shock Week. I've blocked it out of my calendar. We're going to make it happen. God willing, and the creek don't rise. So we'll set up I'll set up a web page for registration. Ooh, maybe I'll do a registration through Eventbrite. It'll be a free series, and that's what it is. Registration page, registration on Eventbrite. That way, if you register on Eventbrite, I'll be able to communicate any of the items through that process. I like it. It'll be an online, live, and I got to pick the time. So, Bobby, what time is it in the Philippines? Alexa, what time is it in the Philippines? 10:04 p.m. Bobby, wow. So it's 10:04 p.m. in the Philippines. So we follow most standards in USA. Our Philippine electrical code is based on the NEC. Yes, that's excellent. So Philippines, Philippine. Philippines, we've got, so you are 11 hours ahead of us. 11 hours ahead. So for timing, I got to think about what time. So if we do it in the evening, if I do it at 5 o'clock each day, if I did it at 5 o'clock, I got to think about what would work for the Philippines. So I think I agree with you, Nia. We have a good plan. And Bobby Ocampo, if you can think about, I don't know, it's going to be tough to do a live session that you can watch live from the Philippines just because you're 11 hours. Unless I did it in the morning, still, you said it's, oh, Shinwa Solomon, good morning. So Bobby, it's 4 a.m. in the Philippines right now? So if you're 4 a.m., Alexa, what time is it in the Philippines?
Philippines.
Why does that say 10:06 p.m.? 4 a.m. Oh, 4 a.m. That's if I did it at 5. That's right. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, man. If I did it at 6, it would be 5 a.m. I'll have to think of some, I'll have to think about an appropriate time. Yeah, I got you, Bobby. 5 p.m. is USA. In USA is 4 a.m. All right. All right, well, we'll think about a time that we can do it. That is, I mean, it's going to be hard just globally. But I'd love to include the Philippines. You're dialing in, Bobby. I'm trying to keep you happy. Chinua Solomon, thank you for joining in. And crew, we are truly an international program now. My stuff is international, so that's a good thing. And it's interesting to know that the Philippines are USA. I guess you use NFPA 70E safe work practices as well, too. So excellent. Beautiful. All right. So we got Shock Week. So time needs to be determined. I'll set some goals, some other tasks. I got to do the order of these so I know what is coming up. And then I will set up a web page on thomasdimitrovich.com. We'll call it thomasdimitrovich.com/shockweek. Why the heck not? So that's what I'll do. I'll make a thomasdimitrovich.com/shockweek. So stay tuned for that. We'll put the schedule, we'll put the items, and if I can get where I'll have some guests like Nihad will be joining us as well. I'll secure him. I'll do the Eventbrite registration, or maybe I'll do the registration on my webpage. I don't know. I'll think about that. I like the Eventbrite registration because then it goes out to a lot of different people, and it's free. So that's a good thing. Free is good. And then I'll work with my wife, Bobby Joe, and I'll see if I can't figure out how to make some Shock Week. I'll get a logo put together. I'll try to work with a shirt vendor, and if anybody wants to buy some stuff, and maybe we'll give away some shirts or whatnot for that week. I'm going to have to wear a Shock Week shirt. I got to. Maybe, oh man, this is going to be good. So we'll get some stuff together and we'll have some fun. All right. I have to go. I definitely have to go. What is today? Today is, let me go to day. Today is the 19th. All right. So 12 o'clock Eastern, IAEI News Live. Check it out. Check out the discussion we're going to have on industrial control panels. We're going to cover short circuit current ratings. We'll cover interrupting ratings. We'll cover available fault current calculations. We'll cover listing, what standards they're listed to. Maybe we'll take a look at UL Product IQ, product spec, PIQ, ul.com/PIQ. We'll see what that resource has for us. We're going to have some fun from 12 to 1. Hey, we're going to have some fun from 12 to 1 on IAEI News Live. All right, everybody. My coffee is cold now, and it has been 44 minutes, way too long. I apologize for chewing up most of your morning. Chinua Solomon, good morning, and thank you for joining in. Bobby Ocampo, thank you for joining in. I've been busy lately, however, I always try to watch your videos. Thank you. Chinua, where are you located? What part of the globe or the world or the country or the U.S. States? Where are you at? So let me know where you're at. I'd love to know. All right. So we got Nihad from, I love this. We got a truly international program going on. We got Egypt on the phone here. We've got we got the Philippines on the phone and Weirton, West by God, Virginia. Who else do we got on here? That's Redondo. We got Redondo. We got Nihad. Excellent. And we've got Solomon. All right. Thank you, Nihad. Thanks, Solomon, Chinua, Mr. Bobby Ocampo, everybody for joining in and watching. And take care. Stay safe. We will see you today at 12 o'clock Eastern, hopefully, on IAEI News Live. And what else? I think that was it. Stay tuned for more on Shock Week. We're going to have fun. All right, guys. Thanks. Take care. Stay safe. Please stay healthy. See you in a little bit.